Well, here we are with the SB220, and we've got the new relay installed. Took out the 24-volt relay and put in a proper used one. Here's the new output cable. Got that soldered in. We're going to solder it up to that connector. Got it soldered up to the relay. Got the input cable in here and got that end soldered and all connected to the relay. And we're looking over here, and we had one bad RF choke here, opened RF choke, and one missing capacitor. I guess maybe I took this out earlier, so got to replace this capacitor. 1 millihenry choke that goes in here, and these other chokes are okay. There was an added capacitor in here that I took out. Don't know what that was. So we got to put the other end of this input cable here, put the little connector on here, screw it on, and solder these up. And got to rebuild the ALC circuit over here. It's just you know, a few resistors and capacitors, no big deal. Okay, this is how the manual shows the lead dress is supposed to be. And here's what we've got in this radio. All of these wires here, from the transformer, the AC wires from the circuit breakers to the switch and the terminal strip here, are supposed to be along the chassis, parallel to this coax, and under these filament wires. Well, here they are, all up here. So I'm going to have to unsolder all of these things and get the lead dress right and cleaned up, just because I can't stand to have it this way. Now, somebody who doesn't care, I suppose, would just say, well, it's all hooked up the way it's supposed to be, it'll work. But sure, all this stuff's going to rub against the bottom of the cabinet when you put it in. Eventually it's going to fail. So this is what you get. Well, sometimes you get an almost unbelievable mess of crap. And these 3 wires were soldered on there, and this one too. And then just a great big ugly mess of blob of crap, and then all painted with high voltage corona dope for no known reason. So I just had to take that all apart and we'll redo it. Well, how hard is that? Not that hard. Well, that looks a little more sanitary than it did when we started. We've still got a couple of wires to add in here that are missing. The blue wire that goes over here and feeds this relay coil, and gotta hook this wire up and put the little forward power circuit back in there and hook the coax up to these two jacks, but we're pretty close, and it was pretty ugly before. So it's all back pretty much to original, especially this relay. Got to replace a cap here, missing a choke here that was open, and then we'll go around and work on the other side. Got to put this new plate meter in here, take the old one out, send it to a guy who wants it. Get this wiring squared away for the panel for the metering, and we'll put the new power supply in it, and then we'll start checking for other wiring errors. And oh, I think there's a loading cap that's added for 80 meters, extra loading for 80 meters. It's missing, so I'll have to replace that, but we're getting pretty close.